A shootout at a crowded house-based restaurant in southwestern Los Angeles on Friday night left 3 men dead and 12 other people injured. And investigators are trying to determine who fired, police said. The gunfire happened in a house that contains a Jamaican restaurant at about 12:30 a.m. PT a few blocks south of the Santa Monica Freeway, near the Crenshaw neighborhood, police said. Details about what led to the shooting or how many people fired guns weren't immediately available. Dozens of police officers rushed to the house after the shooting was reported, Los Angeles Police Sergeant Thomas Bajorquez said. Police were questioning 2 people Saturday morning in connection with the shooting, but no one had been arrested, Police Sergeant Mike Lopez said. All of the 12 injured were taken to a hospital, and some were in critical condition on Saturday morning, Lopez said. The names of the dead and injured were not released. Los Angeles police are searching for several suspects in connection with the mass shooting at a restaurant in the West Adams district that left 3 people dead and 12 others wounded. Detectives are searching for at least 3 suspects in the shooting, said LAT Captain Peter Whittingham. Police took into custody 2 persons of interest, a man and a woman, who was among those injured, but neither has been formally arrested. We have street names for these suspects but we don't know who the killers are yet, he said. The people shot either don't know the killers or aren't telling us what they do know. As for the motive, Whittingham said it may have been more than a simple argument that erupted at the eatery, but detectives could not say for sure. A gun was recovered from the scene. It may be a narcotics-related dispute, a dispute between parties over business transactions, Whittingham said. Detectives believe the shooters killed their primary target with a hail of bullets. We believe there was return fire, Whittingham said. There were at least 50 people inside the restaurant in the 2900 block of Rimpau Boulevard at the time of the incident, Sergeant Frank Preciado said. 3 men left the restaurant, returned with firearms and began shooting. Police said others at the restaurant also opened fire, and some diners were caught in the crossfire, Preciado said. The shooting continued in the driveway of the restaurant, which is located in a house on a residential block, police said. When we got there were 3 people dead and people running everywhere, Preciado said. We had multiple people with gunshot wounds. Numerous officers from across Los Angeles were sent to the scene, which Preciado called really devastating. It's a bloody scene with shell casings everywhere, he said. Officers spent much of Saturday canvassing the neighborhood looking for witnesses. Some of the wounded were taken by ambulance to hospitals, while others drove themselves, authorities said. The injured are scattered across Los Angeles hospitals, Preciado said. Deputy Chief Bill Scott, head of the LAT South Bureau, said his officers were still trying to piece together what happened. This is real tragic. We have a lot of sorting out to do. When the shooting started, everyone scattered, he said. Our detectives are getting a better picture of what unfolded. The owner of the Jamaican eatery, who identified himself only as Dilly, told The Times on Saturday that he runs a catering business out of the house, not a restaurant. He said that he was hosting a birthday celebration when the shooting occurred. I do catering. That's all I do, he said, except on Saturdays when people come over and I cook food for them. The man, 63, said he has operated his business out of the house for more than a decade. He said another shooting occurred at the location in 2011. The guy that died in that shooting was my friend, he said. A neighbor, who lives on nearby West Avon Street and did not want to be identified, said she was putting her dog to bed at about midnight when she heard what at first sounded like fireworks.